You're in pain, your tests come back normal, and then you hear this word, fibromyalgia. But what is it? If you've just been diagnosed or you're trying to understand it, this video will explain what fibromyalgia actually is based on what we understand now. We'll also look at the main symptoms, how it's diagnosed, and whether it can improve. And once you understand this, your symptoms will start to make a lot more sense. The most important thing to understand is this: fibromyalgia is not a muscle problem. It's a nervous system condition. Your brain and nerves are constantly sending signals. In fibromyalgia, that system becomes oversensitive. Signals that should feel normal or minor are processed as pain, fatigue, or discomfort. A simple way to think about it is this: your body has an alarm system, and in fibromyalgia, that alarm is stuck on high alert. Even when there's no injury, no damage showing on scans, your body is still reacting as if something is wrong. This isn't just a theory. Research shows that fibromyalgia is linked to central sensitization, where the nervous system becomes more sensitive over time. Brain imaging studies show increased activity in pain processing areas. And researchers like Dr. Jared Younger are exploring how inflammation in the brain may contribute to this sensitivity. This sensitivity doesn't just affect pain, it affects multiple systems at the same time. So instead of separate problems, you're dealing with one system that affects many symptoms. So let's take a closer look at some of those symptoms now. This is what people with fibromyalgia feel like. They have pain, and it's not localized or in one place. It can move, it can shift, it can feel like it's all over your body, widespread pain. And yes, sometimes it can be just one spot that hurts more than others. The pain might be dull, it might be sharp, it might be a burning pain or a deep aching. The next main symptom of fibromyalgia is fatigue. Not a normal tiredness, but it can be a physical fatigue where your body feels heavy, or a mental fatigue where your brain won't engage, and sometimes it's both. And then there's brain fog, and this affects your memory and processing. So you may forget words, lose track, struggle to focus, and only manage one thing at a time. One of the most disruptive symptoms of fibromyalgia is sleep. You do sleep, but you wake up feeling unrefreshed almost all the time. This is often called non-restorative sleep. And sleep issues can lead on to other symptoms as well. Then there's sensitivity. Your system and your body react more to things like light, sound, temperature, or even touch. Those are the main symptoms, but there are also many more wider symptoms. So many people also experience headaches or migraines, digestive issues, muscle twitching or shaking, stiffness, sensitivity to food or environment, or flare-ups after stress or activity. A flare-up is when there's a sudden increase in symptoms. And there are many other symptoms like this, because once the nervous system is sensitive, different triggers can create different symptoms. Your environment, stress, energy levels, and daily demands can all affect how fibromyalgia shows up for you. And this is why fibromyalgia can look different for each person, and this can make it difficult to diagnose. So let's look at diagnosis next. Now, diagnosis has changed over time. It's no longer based only on tender points. Today, there are recognized criteria that doctors can check against. So two of these are the widespread pain index and the symptom severity score. And these forms look at how many areas of the body are affected and how severe symptoms are. In practice, though, especially in the UK, we still often rely on a clinical judgment. So a doctor will definitely rule out other conditions by doing lots of tests, and then they'll look at your symptom pattern, and they may use the forms that we've already discussed, and they decide if it fits the fibromyalgia diagnosis. So diagnosis is still a combination of the criteria and your specific experience. If all your tests come back negative and you have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, it doesn't mean that nothing is wrong. It means that your symptoms match a recognized pattern for a legitimate condition. So, what does this mean for you? A lifelong struggle? Or can you improve with fibro? First, it's important to be clear. There is currently no cure for fibromyalgia, but that doesn't mean nothing can change. The brain and the nervous system can adapt. They can learn. This is called neuroplasticity, and they can become less sensitive over time. So if fibromyalgia is a nervous system issue, the goal isn't to fix your body like a broken part. The goal is to calm and regulate the system. And that takes a very different approach. So this diagnosis means you're not broken, your body isn't failing, it means your system is overprotective. When you start calming the system, symptoms can become less intense and less frequent. For many people, that's the difference between struggling every day and having more good days than bad. And that's what this channel is about, helping you understand what's happening and how to start working with your body to improve your day-to-day life with fibromyalgia. So if you're at the beginning of your fibro journey or you want to know more about it, the next step is knowing what to focus on first. And I've created a Start Here series to guide you through that. It walks you step by step through what's happening in your body, what to focus on first, and how to begin managing this in a realistic way. You can click here to watch that next. And if this video helped you understand things more clearly, let me know in the comments. Because once you understand fibromyalgia, everything starts to feel more manageable. So until next time, take care of yourself and be well.